Hi guys, it's Rike and welcome to another video. If you're new here, my name is Rike and I review a lot of activewear. And if you're into that kind of stuff, you just keep watching. Don't worry, there's nothing wrong with the lighting today. I just decided to put on some blue lights and obviously, you can still see me quite well and I'm going to change it once we get into the activewear. But, Halloween is around the corner. I usually don't have that many decorations up, but this year I decided, we have some little bats. We also have this teeny tiny little spider that you probably can't see so well. It's hanging a little bit low in its net. And we are joined by this creepy little bony mermaid. So yes, that's what we're doing. But this is not what we're doing in this video, obviously. They're just hanging around. So today's video will be all about books and activewear and books. If you don't know what that's about, what that even means, I like to read, and sometimes book covers can be great inspirations for activewear outfits, for new color combinations, and that's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to introduce some books to you, and I'm going to introduce activewear outfits to you that are inspired by the book covers. We have 3 books in total, so we also do have 3 outfits in total. And if you're ever interested to see any more of those types of videos, I have a whole playlist. I'm going to link it up here. This way you can also find out what I'm reading. But if you don't want to watch the videos and just want to find out through other things, other ways, other channels, I linked my Goodreads and my Storygraph profile in the description box. So you can follow along on my reading journey, befriend me, whatever, however you want to do it. But yeah, 3 books, 3 activewear outfits. And I decided I'm going to pick some more like thriller books. I don't really read horror, so we don't have horror books per se, but like we have a few thrillers, I believe. I think so. One of them I actually just finished yesterday, but I wanted to finish it before I filmed this video so I could let you guys know how I felt about the book. But yeah, let's get into the books and the activewear. I will change the lighting to normal lighting. And ta-da! There we go. First, I want to start with this book, How to Kill a Guy in 10 Ways. Now, this was not necessarily my absolute favorite book. I think, what did I give it? Like 3 stars maybe? So like, okay, average, But I did love the colors on this. Like pink is on a lot of books. So we'll also see that represented in the outfits today. But like this kind of like light greenish, yellowish color. And we have the little flame here. The book is, by the way, by Kellman. And I wonder if this was her debut novel. It's possible. I don't know. Sometimes it says it. Yes, How to Kill a Guy in 10 Ways is her debut novel. So good for her. I'm always happy when people, fulfill their dreams and publish a novel. And this one I read a few months ago, not too long ago though. And this is basically about a girl. She is kind of, her sister was, things happened to her. I don't want to use words that YouTube is gonna censor me for, but not great things happened to her sister. So she has a little bit of a grudge against men in general. And on the weekends, she also works this phone line, which is called Message M. So people can text her or call her, and people, girls, if they are in trouble on a night out, if they're getting harassed by people. And then she basically just drives around and helps people. And then she also sees how, effed up some of these men are. So she's a little upset. And at some point, she accidentally kills one of those guys. And then she realized that, maybe this is actually great. So she kind of gets into it. And this is why this book is called How to Kill a Guy in 10 Ways. And the beginning was super interesting. The premise is kind of interesting. And it did go off the rails a little bit towards the end. So this is why I didn't rate it higher than 3. Like the end was kind of like a little like, oh my God, okay, what is going on? So yeah, it went a little off the rails. But like it was still an entertaining read. So yeah, if you're interested in that kind of stuff, this is a book you could read. On the back, we have a little knife, by the way, And obviously, like I said, the colors, super interesting. So I think I kind of nailed it. This is our outfit. I think it works quite well. So let's get into the pieces. we will start with this Amen ribbed strap bra, or ribbed strap bra in this Candy Crush color. So a super bright pink. I think this is one is from last year. Or is it from 2 years ago? See, I never remember these things, like a year, 2 years, whatever, right? This is a classic. I have a lot of these bras just in different colors, but obviously like this time it's the color that kind of matters. Very comfortable bra. Like it has thin spaghetti straps. They're stretchy, but they're also adjustable. And you would think they might be uncomfortable after a while, but they really aren't. They're super comfy. We have more of a square neckline here. It is a ribbed, textured, seamless bra. We also do have a ribbed band under the chest, removable cup pads. They're really nice and light and thin. And in the bag, very, very simple as well. And we do have a little metal Amen logo. So a super good classic. The color is stunning and obviously matches really well with the pink in the font here. And then matching the actual like background color of the book, I think at least pretty well, are these Shape Seamless tights, also by Amen. What a coincidence, I know. It actually is, I swear. And this is the color Matcha. So they came out with this one not too long ago. And yes, I know it's not an exact match, but it is pretty close. I feel like this is as close as you can get. And when I got these, I also felt like this was such a unique color because it's like kind of yellow, but also green. And it's very unique and it's a stunning color. And these are not ribbed, so they're like really have just like a kind of more smooth texture. But we do have a wide ribbed waistband to keep you a little tucked in. Obviously no front seam, you know, it's a seamless legging. And in the bag, we do have some V-glute detailing here and a little bit of like the tiniest hint of a scrunch. So they made the seam like this. You can kind of see it on the inside a little bit better, that there is definitely something to get the seam a little bit more in between the cheeks. So this is why it's called the Shape Seamless. Yeah, so they're kind of meant to like give you more glute separation. For me personally, I'm already happy enough with just like having a proper seam in the back there, and Amen always does that. We also do have a tone Amen silicone logo here. And overall, it's just like a really stunning color. The Shape Seamless fabric is also super soft and very, very stretchy. It's like super stretchy for sure. And yeah, I feel like the colors are like, they look quite good together. And I'm really, really happy how well I managed to match the activewear with the book cover here. But let's see it on. All right, welcome to my somewhat spooky, thriller, crime novel related activewear outfit. And of course, I just have the lighting on so you can see, how it looks in fun lighting. And I'm just gonna switch it all to normal lighting so you can see it all better, but I think it's fun. You can see the lights a little bit nicer as well. And let's switch it up to the normal lighting. All right, so here we have the How to Kill a Guy in 10 Ways, a book by Kellman. And I think we got a good outfit for this one. Like, it's really hard to kind of match this exact shade of greenish, yellowish, but I think, it worked pink a little bit easier. And I think this goes super well together. So let's talk about the sports bra. We have a full-on Amen outfit, full-on seamless here. This is the ribbed seamless strap bra. We do have it in the super bright color that is called, I think, Candy Crush from, what was it, last year? 2 years ago, maybe. Last year or 2 years ago. But it is like a bright Barbie pink. It must have been last year when we had Barbie. And yeah, it's such a comfy bra. I love this one for everyday wear. I think it's super, super, super comfy and looks good. We have this ribbed fabric all over here, removable cup pads, good coverage here and on the sides, and thin straps, but the straps are actually way more comfy than you'd think. They are also adjustable, so we do have some ways of where is it here, to adjust them on both sides, of course. It's tone and tone plastic hardware that we have there. You also do have a wider ribbed band under the chest here. So it is definitely a bit more of a long line moment. Support wise, I would say light to medium support. And in the back, very, very simple as well. We do have the Amen metal plaid logo here that they like to do a lot. And yeah, such a fun color. And I would have never thought about pairing this with this type of like green. This is called matcha. And this is the, what was it? The Shape Seamless line, basically. So these are the Shape Seamless tights. And yeah, definitely wouldn't have occurred to me to pair this together. But thanks to this book cover, you know, this was the inspiration basically. And that's also why I like doing these videos sometimes, because you can get inspired to try some color combinations you would have not thought of otherwise. And this one is a good example of this. Yeah, the matcha color is super pretty, definitely not very squat proof. So 100% do wear nude underwear underneath, not very stand proof either. So yeah, do not do any patterns, nothing dark, just nude underwear and you'll be okay. It's nicely high-waisted, definitely like a different texture to this fabric. I think otherwise the fabric is the same, but the texture is very, very different. So this is a little bit more, well, it's not ribbed. It's the start. It's a little bit more of a grid texture, but like not a rough grid or not a big grid or anything. Definitely just a little bit more knitted. And we do have an ultra high waist here. So like for me, this folds over sometimes because of how high waist it is. You could always, of course, just fold it over yourself to your natural waist and you'd be good, or just, you know, live with that. We don't have a front seam. It is a seamless legging, so that makes sense. Wide ribbed waistband here. And in the bag, we do have a nice V for the glutes. And then we also do have a little seam here that goes a little bit more in between your cheeks than the usual Amen seamless leggings do. This is why it's called the Shape Seamless. So it has this little bit of scrunch, but you don't really feel it, but it definitely goes in the glutes a little bit nicer. You could probably get it in there a little bit more if you were trying harder. I don't really try that hard with these things. But I still think it definitely gives me a little bit more separation than some other seamless leggings of theirs do. But they always do a great job with glute contouring with their seamless leggings. So we always do get like a little bit of a V there, always a proper back seam. So they know what they're doing. And now this is just a little bit more elevated, a little bit more here. And I think it's nice. It's really fun. Not too uncomfortable. The material of the legging itself, very, very stretchy. Very light compression for sure, but like it definitely like hugs you. And you're good. And then like when I squat, I can feel this, like the scrunch very, very, very minimally. Like it's really not like a big impact on the feel. It's there, yes, but like it's not super tight or anything. So that's great. But yeah, Shape Seamless just shapes your glutes a little bit more. And the color is definitely very unique. I don't think I have anything similar to this color in my closet, which is, you know, why when I saw this book cover and I knew I had these leggings, I was like, this is a match made in heaven. And yeah, let me know if you think the same. Let me know if you feel like this outfit represents the book cover quite well. All right, book number 2. I'm sure you've seen this one. I think this was very big this summer. We do have The God of the Woods by Liz Moore. And here I know that the American cover or like the US cover and the UK cover looked very similar, but like we have like this pink drip and pink writing here as well. But like the background was kind of different, but it wasn't so noticeable because like here we have some nature, a little bit of trees, but on the US version, there was like an actually more green tree and we didn't really have that water here. So like that's just something I noticed. In case you're like wondering, okay, why I'm holding up this book and you have it and yours looks different, because there's always the UK and the US version, obviously. And in general, in Europe, we get the UK version more often, but I also know a lot of bookstores who will have both. So you can kind of pick which one you like. Sometimes they're very different, and sometimes there's one that I definitely don't like, and I'm also happy to pay a little bit extra for the one I prefer, if it's really important to me. But yeah, so The God of the Woods, like I said, you probably have seen this around a lot this summer. This one is a little bit bigger. It's like over 400 pages, which I personally don't really mind. I've read books with over 1,000 pages. It's just heavier, you know? And of course, this one is also not like the small paperback version. It is a paperback, but it's like the bigger paperback. This book is a thriller, basically. I mean, I would say it's a thriller. I don't even know what's the difference between a murder mystery and a thriller. But it's kind of set in the past. I think it was the 50s, 60s, and 70s. So it goes through some decades. There are some time jumps between like present time, which is the 70s, and then going back in time a little bit. And there's the summer camp, and there's a rich family that basically the summer camp is on their grounds. And their son disappeared back in the day. And now the daughter seems to have disappeared as well. The daughter's younger. She was born after her brother disappeared, basically, kind of as a substitute, which is sad to say, but you know, that's how it was. And so this all brings up like all the memories as well from how the boy disappeared. And basically in this book, everything gets solved, like what happened to the boy and what happened to the girl. It also, of course, there's a lot of dynamics between different people. A few other things get unearthed. And I feel like there wasn't too much happening in it, but like it was still like super, super interesting to read. And a page turner for sure. Also had a lot of like nice short chapters and a lot of different points of views as well. But yeah, I found it really entertaining. I think I gave this one 4 stars. And of course, now here, the back is turquoise, by the way. We're not going to focus on that. So I figured we should have some pink to match that drop and then some maybe earthy tones to get the backdrop, right? So these are the 2 pieces I picked. We have the earthy tones and the pink for the drop. And I feel like the pink is a pretty good match. So let's get into the pieces. This here, well, you can't see, but this here is an Alo Yoga Sports Bra. I don't even know what this one is called. I got this for Christmas from a friend a few years back. And this is kind of like a shiny, earthy color. I feel like it's probably like kind of gold-esque, but not really, right? This sports bra is, very small, like not a lot of coverage, and a lot of Alo Yoga Sports Bras are like that, you know. But it's very cute. I like it. We don't have any removable cup pads, but it is double-lined. We have an elastic under the chest here to keep you at least somewhat tucked in. And then there's a ruching detailing there. We do have thin spaghetti straps, and then the back is very nice and strappy. I do like a good strappy bag. And we also have the Alo logo here in the back. Yeah, so very small number, but you know, I figured it fit the color scheme that we were looking for, or that I was looking for, I guess. And then we have these leggings here. They are from the Moana Smile Club. This is also why their logo is a little emoji. So Moana has swimwear. I've reviewed a lot of their swimwear, and I can link those videos up here in case you're interested. And they always have very unique prints, very fun, a lot of different coverage options. And then they also do have an activewear brand that is the Smile Club. And some of the prints that we see in the swimwear will also be going to activewear, whatnot. And they did have mystery boxes earlier this year. And I got these leggings in a mystery box. So I will also link my mystery box video up here so you can see my excitement. To be fair, I was expecting more pattern things and I didn't get those. But I definitely did get like really, really fun, bright colors. And there was a sports bra in there that is one of my favorites now that I like to wear all the time. But yeah, so we also got these leggings. heads up, these leggings are not necessarily my favorite because they're lacking a little bit of compression in the waistband, but the fabric feels really, really nice. So it feels like great quality. It's just not the perfect fit for me. We don't have a top seam, which could have really helped in my case. And we also don't have a front seam, which is great. And then in the back, we have curved glute seams, which is also great. Then no side seams whatsoever. These are a little short, so definitely shorter than the 7/8 length on me, which is also a little like, because I don't like capris, you know. It's not capri length yet, but it's kind of getting there. And yeah, otherwise there's not much else to say about this. The feel is like very sleek and very soft and also stretchy. It kind of has like this neoprene feel, but like not as extreme and definitely like in a good way. I don't know how else to describe it, you know. And it's made from 82% polyester and 18% elastane, made in Indonesia, in case you care about that. But yeah, those are our leggings. And this way we have the pink and the earth tones covered for the God of the Woods. Let's see it on. On to the God of the Woods by Liz Moore with some more spooky lighting. But don't worry, I'll show you the colors in proper lighting now. Magic, see? So we do have a little, well, it's not a little, it's a big thriller, right? This is also because the book came out this year, so this is not like the smaller paperback version yet, but it definitely did have over 400 pages. And usually like with the big format, you do have bigger lettering, but this was actually not like, the font size was not so big. But yeah, definitely a really good read. And I know now I've flipped it around, we have more pink than the earth tones, but you know, I just thought it was very fun. Don't ask me why they picked pink on this one, but it looks interesting. I think this is the UK version, yes it is, and then the American one looks very similar with the pink drip and everything, but the background has, I think, a little bit more green in it because it's a full-on tree, whereas here it's just, I mean, there's also trees, but they're kind of like a little bit more like beige than green. Yes, but this is my outfit for this book. We do have the little Alo bra here, and honestly I really don't know what it was called. A friend of mine got this for me, and it's kind of like a golden, like brownish golden tone, a very short lined Alo bra, but they do a lot of short line things. Anyway, we do have an elastic under the chest to keep you tucked in. It's double lined, but there's no removable cup pads. And you do see some nippage, depending on how cold you are, of course. A little bit of ruching here and a V-neck line. Very, very flattering, I think, especially for a small chest. I think it looks good. We also do have good side boob coverage, thin straps. They're not adjustable, but for me they fit fine, and they're also a little stretchy, right? And then in the bag, it's a little bit more strappy, a little bit more open. We still have the elastic here, but otherwise, you know, very, very minimal in the back, and I like that too. Support wise, definitely just like a light support, but that's usually most Alo bras. Oh, I did my 12,500th step just now. It was more of a jump than a step, but you know, that's fine. Interestingly enough, fun fact, I guess, on days where I'm filming a lot of try-ons, I do get a lot of steps in because, you know, I just wander around and I put on things and I take things off, and it's a workout in itself. Anyway, let's move on to the leggings. So these are from the Moana Smile Club. I got these in a mystery box, and the color is really fun. The leggings themselves could be a little bit more compressive in the waistband. They're very, very sleek and very soft, but they also do slide down easily, and they don't have a top seam. So the top seam would have maybe made it a little bit nicer. Of course, now they fit super comfortable up there. We also don't have a front seam though, which is nice. You know, sometimes a lot of brands that are a little bit newer to the activewear game do put front seams in. We don't have that here. The high waist is also really nicely high-waisted, kind of hits me around the small of my waist here. And a wide waistband. Yeah, we have that here as well. Quite wide indeed. In the back, the glute seams are a little, maybe the slightest bit curved, but more straight. And the seam comes down quite a lot because of this wide waistband, so it cuts off the glutes a little bit. They could do a little bit better on making it a little bit more flattering for the glutes. But I think, it's fine. You know, it's perfectly okay. Lengthwise, these are a little bit shorter than a 7/8 length on me, so I really would have wished for there to be like a little bit more length on these, because it's not ankle length on me even. It's really a little bit shorter. It's not capri yet, you know, but we're getting there. It is still okay, but shorter than this would be a no-go for me. Yeah, but yeah, very, very sleek material, but definitely I have to like pull them up a little bit. And I also did get 2 other colors in a the same legging, basically in the mystery box. And I did I wear this one? I definitely wore 2 colors of those for workouts already, and I definitely noticed that I had to pull them up. So just be aware of that. I also do have less weight, carry less weight in my waist area and more around here. So the medium is more for here, sizing wise, than for here. That could also explain it. And you know, for these activewear and books outfit videos, I generally go for the color. The color that matches the best is the piece I'm gonna pick. And then it doesn't necessarily have to be my favorite piece, right? I'm just picking whatever color fits best with the book cover or with the idea I have of, you know, that I want to combine the book cover with, basically. And I don't really have anything else that came this close to that pink drip here. And this one was definitely like a really, really good match. This is why we're going with this. And I also think like these are comfy leggings, but in a performance material, I kind of want them to not necessarily be super comfy. I need them to be like good for performance, right? So a top seam would have definitely done wonders here, or a little bit like of taking in the waist to taper it a little bit more so that I get a little bit more compression there. But yeah, I think we got a good match here with the cover. Let me know if you agree, and let's move on. All right, last but not least, the book that I literally just finished yesterday, bright pink again, and also some green. It is Death of a Bookseller by Alice Slater. I wonder if this is also her debut. I don't know. She's a bookseller. So that kind of makes sense, because this book, I mean, it says Death of a Bookseller, right? So we have 2 main characters, I would say, and they're both working in a bookstore. So they're both booksellers in like a chain bookstore. And one of them, she's like a little like gothic, and like she feels like she's different and she's a little creepy. And the other one, she's a little bit more like, you know, I don't know. It's hard to describe. A little bit more girly, maybe. But none of them are necessarily likable characters. I would just want to say that because some people don't like not having likable characters. So they definitely have their flaws, one maybe more than the other. And you basically get to hear the story from both of the views. So it's always switches. We first have Roach, who's called, usually like her first name is called Brogan, but her last name is Roach. And then she goes by Roach in the bookstore. And then we also have Lawrence. Yeah, I don't even remember that. Laura, exactly. And Roach is a big true crime fan, and Laura's not, because, you know, she has some history with serial killers. Her mother got murdered by one, so she's really not into that kind of stuff. But Roach is like, oh my God, you have a mother, you know, like that got murdered. Like, wow, oh my God, we have a connection. And Laura's like, no, literally just like F off. And, you know, Roach kind of gets a little bit intense. So yeah, definitely not likable characters. because both of them have issues. A lot of drinking, a lot of people getting very drunk in this one too. But to be fair, it's also set in the UK. Yeah. And it's an interesting book. It's a little different than your normal like crime or thriller book. I felt like the premise was a little different, and like also how the story unfolds also kind of different. So I thought that was very interesting. I did give this one 4 stars. I was entertained. The chapters were generally also very short. And yeah, cover also looks fun. We also do have some bright red here, some blood red. But we will stick with the green and the pink. So, and you might also now see where I say there was a lot of pink in the covers, because literally all of these books that I've shown you today had pink in the cover. And these are not the only ones that I have with pink in the cover, right? But yeah, we have our outfit. I put this together because I figure, you know, I mean, this is like kind of the book cover, but in activewear. Let's get into the pieces. Now, this is the Rosa V2 Sports Bra from Buffbunny collection in green holographic. And wow, this is a stunning color. I mean, it's a few years old, so you might not be able to find it. I don't know, but I'm so happy I have it because it's so stunning. And like, look at how shiny it is. Look at how bright green it is. And it matches so many things, you know? So the Rosa Sports Bra itself is the same, basically, but in a different fabric, which is why this one is called V2, because this is performance material. The Elysium fabric, which is 73%, now I have to check, polyester, and 27% spandex. We have a long line situation here, so you have a wide band under the chest, removable cup pads, a scoop neckline, thicker straps, and then in the back they crisscross and they become thinner. So, you know, we have a little bit of a cute back action and just a normal logo in the back as well. But we do have a good amount of coverage and a good amount of support with this one as well. And I mean, the green holographic, you know, look, like it's just stunning. And then to match with that, I do have these bright pink leggings. Now, I could have also taken the Amen leggings that would have matched the first bra from the first book. But, you know, these ones were just handier. This color is also called Candy Crush. This is from Buffbunny collection, and we got this earlier this year. So not too long ago. It's another pair. We didn't have a pair of legacy leggings in this video, but I like the legacy leggings a lot. This is a pair of legacy leggings, my all-time favorite leggings, in fact. And these are made from like a double brush, super soft fabric. It's like, yeah, just really soft, hugs you in all the right places. It's the Nuber fabric, 74% nylon, 26% spandex. And these are ultra high-waisted, which I also really like. We don't have a top seam, nor do we have a front seam. And there's a side seam detailing, which you'll see a little bit easier when I'm trying it on. In the back, we do have triple seam glue detailing, which I find always super, super flattering. And it also helps to make the leggings stay up a little bit better. And yeah, that's kind of it. Bright pink, neon green with some shininess to it, and our book cover. Let's go, let's see it on. All right, last but not least, a full-on neon number here. We have Death of a Bookseller by Alice Slater. And yeah, I mean, the colors go so well together, and they also go so well with the book cover, in my humble opinion. Let me know if you think the same. Yeah, wow. Like, I don't think I would have combined this, but like it looks really, really good together. I don't know what to say. Like, look at it. It's like so fun. I feel like the green itself is already like bam. And the fact that it's holographic just like elevates the whole thing. And like with the pink together, it's just like, whoa. I feel like if you go to the gym like this, like no one is gonna not notice you, right? Like this is like so bright, like wow. Like I'm getting a little bit blinded here. I should maybe turn on some fun lights. Let's see. Oh my God, it looks even really fun in this lighting. Like, look at it. What else have we got? Like, nah, this is not as good. This one, maybe. This one. No, I think in this one it looks like really, really fun. Like, ooh, also so shiny. I like how shiny it is at the top. Now, if we got a pink holographic as well that was as shiny as this one and combined it, whoa. That will be maybe even more perfect. I don't know. Let me know what you think, but I think this is a winner here. So we have the Rosa Sports Bra V2 and this green holographic, and obviously you can't really get this anymore, but I'm assuming there's going to be comparable things somewhere out there. But it's so fun. I'm so happy I picked this one up. It's like one of the Buffbunny like OG sports bras, but like in a performance material, which is why it's called V, like which is why it's the V2. But the Rosa sports bra is like an all-time customer favorite. We haven't seen it in ages, so I don't know if it'll ever come back. But you know, people used to love it. We do have the scoop neckline, removable cup pads. It is a long line sports bra, so we have a band under the chest here, and you have good side boob coverage, thicker straps. And then in the back, just crisscross straps here. And these thicker straps turn into double straps. And yeah, it's long lined here in the back as well. And overall, just like a really, like, I don't want to call it basic because it does have the crisscross straps and everything. But like, it's a really good basic, like medium to high support sports bra. Because yeah, support wise, medium to high support for sure with this one. And like, I personally always found it a little bit like, not super exciting, but in this holographic green, it is very exciting indeed. And then we can move on to the leggings, also from Buffbunny collection. So these are from this year. The color is called Candy Crush, so just like the Candy Crush color from Eamon. I think they're slightly different, but they are both like bright pink. We do have an ultra high waist here, so my waist, the small of my waist is around here. Might be folding over, then you could just, you know, fold over the waistband if it like kind of otherwise rolls over. But my belly button is down there. We don't have a top seam and we also don't have a front seam. This material is like double brush, super soft, hugs you in all the right places. And then in the back, we do have this triple seam glue detailing, which I find super flattering. Also really helps to keep the leggings up and staying where they're supposed to be. I will just say, when I put these on now, I noticed that there was like some weird discolorations. I don't know if you can see it, but like along here, it's like when you fold things, right? And then you, like, this is kind of what it looks like I folded them in a weird way. And maybe I just need to wash them once or twice and then that's gonna go away. Because sometimes you have that when you buy new stuff and then you can see kind of the folds. And usually, you know, after a wash and a dry, not in the dryer, just like on, you know, hang dry it, then it should be fine. Because I didn't notice that last time when I had these on. And it's such a fun color, so it'd be a shame if I, for some reason, somehow ruined this. I don't even know how that would have happened. It's like weird. I don't know if you can see it, but I can see like just a few streaks of darker color just going down there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened. Because sometimes I do things, interesting, weird things, I guess. I just, you know, wear my leggings and I go to the coast and I step into the salt water and sometimes I splash the water on the leggings. And then I've had that with like one or two where you could definitely see that a little bit, but after a wash or two, it was fine. And then what was it? Another, like a dark red leggings legging from Buffbunny collection. You kind of very faintly see where I wore them for a very sweaty workout once, or a few times, but one time I was really sweating a lot and then you get crotch sweat, right? And you kind of still see a little bit where that crotch sweat was. So I guess the sweat did something to the color and maybe I didn't wash them fast enough because sometimes, you know, I put things into the dirty laundry basket and I don't wash them. I wash it like next week or something because I do wash my activewear by color. So I had to wait until I had enough red to wash it. And you could definitely see that, but this is not the same here. Like that's not what's happening. Anyway, I don't care. This outfit is like, bam. Thanks to this book for inspiring me to put this on together. I think this is definitely a really cool outfit. Obviously, we had a lot of pink now because pink apparently is very big in covers these days, especially this year. But yeah, I think it's a really fun outfit. Let me know if you agree. All right, it's conclusion time. Let me just grab the pile of books and activewear. Oof, not so easy. Here we go. We have a lot of fun colors. A lot of pink, of course, some green as well, and some books for sure. Oof, sorry, maybe this was a little loud. Let me know which outfit was your favorite. Did you read any of the books yet? Did you like them? And maybe you're planning to read one of them. I don't know. As I said, if you're ever interested in seeing what else I'm reading, my Goodreads and Storygraph profiles are linked in the description box, so you can go follow along there. If you have any feedback, any suggestions also for new videos to make, also book suggestions, of course, I'm open for that as well. Drop a comment down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. You can also follow me on Instagram, see some pieces in action there, DM me there as well. But I'm more likely to see your comments here on YouTube. So if there's anything you want me to see, anything you want to discuss, just drop a comment down below and I'll get back to you. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so yet, you can also subscribe to my channel so you get notified about all the new videos that are coming out and you don't miss one. And otherwise, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!